Hello, and welcome to the Daily Lovely Sciencey News with Larizzle McNizzle, DLSNWLM. With all the effects of COVID-19, I know the most pressing matter on your minds has to do with XANAX. That correlation makes no sense, but I only give the reports. I don't write them. Actually, that's false. I did write this one, but only because I was told to write one about a psychoactive medicinal ligand, so naturally I chose XANAX. Anyway, we'll start off in sports as we cover the ADME of XANAX. The Football Dodgeball Association, also known as the FDA, has said XANAX is to be admitted to the game via the mouth of the arena, aka orally, after which the team hits its peak concentrations, at least in the plasma, within 1 to 2 hours. The team is then biologically available for 80 to 100% of the time until they are met at the bullseyes, metabolized by the team, the CYP3As. When that happens, the team then gets separated into 2 smaller groups known as 4-hydroxyalprazolam and alpha-hydroxyalprazolam. Try saying that 5 times fast. Heck, try saying that 1 time fast. The game takes an average of 11.2 hours to get to the halftime, at which point the players on the field come off because the coach looks at the bench and says, "You're in." Get it? Because it's excreted via urine. Anyway, that's a wrap in the sports segment of today's broadcast of Daily Lovely Sciencey News with Larizzle McNizzle, DLSNWLM. Now we'll cover our celebrity segment as we learn about the P. Diddy of XANAX. The P. Diddy of XANAX deems itself a pure Lady Gaga agonist, or Lady Gaga as those not part of the Daily Lovely Sciencey News with Larizzle McNizzle, DLSNWLM, like to call her. The P. Diddy of XANAX aids in allowing Lady Gaga to bind with her other GABA receptors, which inhibits the fame, glory, and speed of all the other wannabe Lady Gabas. We'll just call them neurotransmitters. This then leads to the sedative effects that everyone is looking for when they turn on the radio or take some XANAX. For our self-help segment of Daily Lovely Sciencey News with Larizzle McNizzle, DLSNWLM, we're running the headline, "Treat Yourself to some XANAX." You may be wondering why you should treat yourself to some XANAX when you have all of your arts and crafts to do, your home projects to start and finish, and good books to read, what with the stay-home orders as a result of COVID-19. But if any of those things, COVID included, brings you anxiety, panic attacks, or depression with anxiety, you'll want in on this. As you heard in our previous sports and celebrity segments earlier in the broadcast, the Football Dodgeball Association, FDA, announced that the sedative effects of XANAX are comparable to those you feel when you turn on the radio. More Lady Gaga equals less excited neurotransmitters, which equals less anxiety while you're confined to the walls of your home during this isolation time. For the final kicker segment of today's broadcast, we'll be talking about office labels, at least how they're used with XANAX. Think of how beneficial these could be while you're trying to create your own office at your home during quarantine. Depression labels are used for the tranquilizing effects that cause contentment and euphoria. Immense botanical syndrome, aka IBS. Labels are used to help the emotional distress that comes with this syndrome. As we know, there is some. The botanics, can't help them. Tinnitus labels, known for the ringing of the ears, are used to address the muscle tension and anxiety connected to tinnitus. Other labels like ET, in this case, essential tremor, agriculture phobia, or is it agoraphobia? I'm not sure. And Perry-McClure schools, PMS, are all used for the sedative effects to offset the anxiety those labels cause. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times this broadcast. More Lady Gaga equals less anxiety in your normal office or your current at-home office. That wraps up today's broadcast. Thank you for joining us on Daily Lovely Sciencey News with Larizzle McNizzle, DLSNWLM. I'm Larizzle McNizzle with DLSNWLM. Peace out.